Okay, number 1 said, which of these is not a physical property? A, ability to burn, B, state of matter, C, density, or D, mass. Neela, what'd you put? Yes. Now, if it's not a physical property, that means it's what kind? It's a chemical property. How do you know that ability to burn is a chemical property? Dakota? Yeah, it changes the matter, changes it chemically. It's not even made out of the same stuff the way it was before. And also, duh, it was on our list, right? Now, go to page 71. What page? 71. Yes.
Jessie is going to be going home for today.
Okay.
If there's any way that someone could send a
Page 71, number 20. Signal me when you're done. Page 71, number 20. Signal me when you're done. Number 20 said, which of the following is an example of a chemical property? F, melting point. G, the ability to react with metals. H, ductility. J, the ability to float. Now let me ask you something. Is there one on there that you've never heard of? Yes. Which one? What letter is the one you've never heard of? Yeah, H, ductility. That means it can be stretched into wires. However, as I told you earlier, this TCAP practice workbook is a little harder than what you'll see on the real thing. Ductility was something that they talked about in the textbook. I've never seen them bring that up on the TCAP. If they bring up something like that, they'll say ductility, the ability to be stretched into a wire. But even if you didn't know that, if someone said the property of being able to be stretched into a wire, is that a physical property or chemical property? If I have some copper and I stretch it into a wire shape, does that change what it's made out of? So it's a physical property, isn't it? So what did you choose for this one? Which one is a chemical property? Raven? Yes, the ability to what? React. Nice. Now, go to page 76. What page? 76. On 76, do number 34. Give me the signal once you've done. So number 34 said, Sunita has a sample of matter for which she wants to determine its chemical properties. What's the best experiment she can do to do this? Determine its reactivity to metals. Determine its ability to conduct heat. Determine its ability to conduct electricity. Determine its ability to melt. What did you put on this one? Zoe?
Determine its reactivity.
Yes, F. One of the things, though, I've seen kids do, especially when it talks about electricity or melting, they tend to associate that with, they think, oh, that must be chemical because it's, dangerous. It can cause a fire. But it didn't say it burned. If I have a candle and it melts, okay, now I didn't say that I burned the candle, but let's just say I set it on the stove and it melted. If I have some wax and it melts. Is it made out of the same stuff? Could I get it back the way I wanted it to be? Yeah, what would I need to do? Yeah, let it cool off and go back to salt. So I didn't really change the candle. I just changed what state it was in. Now, if I burn the wick on the candle, the wick burning, that could be a different thing. And also, candles, when scented candles especially, they mix it with their fragrance, and they turn that to gas as it melts. The heat from it will turn it to a gas. So in that way, some of that material leaves it, but if we could capture it and hold it back in, yeah, we could still get it back the way it was. Same thing with electricity, or heat passing through it. Just because heat or electricity passes through it, that material's still made of the same thing. If we had a circuit and switched out maybe the copper wire with, say, a gold chain in a circuit, and the electricity still flowed through it, when I take the gold chain out of that circuit, is it changed? Is it still made out of gold? Yeah. So those are physical properties. But if something reacts, we said anytime we hear the word react, it's always going to be what? Chemical property. Nice work, Orange. Now, here's what I want you to do. Box in those examples so we don't get them mixed up. This time, we're numbering 1 through 5. So number 1 through 5 and then signal me.
Can we do it on that same?
Yes, yeah, we want to try to get 4 sets per page. That was just practice ones. So we're numbering 1 through 5. Signal me so I know when you're ready for the page number. Here are the page numbers. Pages 50 to 51. Now, I didn't say to turn. You're supposed to be writing down the page numbers. That way, when you get to your new location, you can just look on your son's notebook. Write down the page numbers, pages 50 to 51. And then give me eye contact when you're ready for the SPI. It's like burning into my soul. Here's the SPI. It's SPI 9.1. SPI 9.1. Now signal me so I know when you're ready to be moved.